a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball, and it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. But I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
Got some room at the 30. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 81 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Here's Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Space to run past the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
49ers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On first down, Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Lance. This will be caught, it's Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. Throwing on first down is Lance. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. There's Wilson to throw. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there. Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 2nd down, here's Penny. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Lance now on first down. And that is incomplete here.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw once more on second and 10. Lance. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 35. 51 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, a give to Penny. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Penny. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Rashad Penny unable to get there. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Lance. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Lance now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Here's a diving catch right side. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Lance again. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Lance now on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack in all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On third down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Wilson on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A handoff to Penny. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's a give to Penny. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Penny will try to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Hook up of 15 yards there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Penny. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play action. Now Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Once more, Penny. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Escaping the pressure right. And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Wilson wants to throw it. Flush to his right. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Throwing now is Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They go play action with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Here's Wilson to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is right through. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. So the victory here for Seattle. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.